All right, yo, Ringside P here. We got another episode of Superkick podcast. Like always, hope you guys had an amazing week. Had Raw, we had Smackdown, we had some qualifying matches for the six-pack ladder match at WrestleMania. We had some Smackdown superstars on Raw. We had some Raw superstars on Smackdown. I got some updates from my Superkick store. Finally got some merchants. I'm gonna show you guys that. I picked up 2K24 finally. Been playing around with that. Haven't played any games yet. Before I get started, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, give me feedback, all that good stuff. Like I say, I always appreciate you guys tuning in to me, liking my reels, commenting, sharing stuff, reposting stuff, adding stuff to your stories. I'm on Spotify. I'm on TikTok. Not as active as the other two at the other platforms, but I'm on TikTok, on IG. That's about it. I might do a Twitch to put some of the gameplay I'm gonna start doing on there, because I also started another show. It's gonna call like WWE What If Wednesdays. Every Wednesday we're gonna change the past and reshape the future. And I'm gonna give you guys a little preview of that later on in the show. But this Wednesday, that's gonna start off. And you guys let me know what you guys think. Guys, give me some feedback. Give me some ideas for future episodes of this. Still tweaking it, trying to get it how I want it to be, the time in it and everything, how long, the length of the show and everything. But I'm gonna get there, and I think it's gonna be real dope when you guys see it, and I think it's entertaining. So you guys let me know. But this Wednesday, we're gonna look out for that on YouTube. Not sure what time it's gonna put it out yet, but it's gonna be on YouTube, so you guys check that out. But let's get into the show. This week we kicked it off with Jey Uso coming out talking about how he challenged his bigger brother Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, which is crazy, right? Brother versus brother. And they had, their face to face, and I'm gonna have to say, man, Jimmy got the best of that face to face. Just the stuff that he was saying, how Jay left him, and became a tag team champion with Cody, went ahead and did a solo thing by himself. Jay really hasn't done much. Jimmy really hasn't done much since Jay has left and went over to Raw. He's kind of just been in limo. He had a couple things with solo tagging here and there, but he really hasn't had the push like main event Jey Uso. Even though main event Jey Uso really hasn't had big wins, he had big matches, but he hasn't had the wins to really support the name, like say main event. So, but I think I like the energy that they were bringing. It doesn't match what's been going on with the Cody Roman, Self and Rock, and all that dynamic there, but it was still very intense, and like I said, it was a good watch, and I like this. I wish there was more time to add more to this. We less than like 14 days till WrestleMania. I wish they would have started this a little sooner. I mean, I know they hinted at it at Royal Rumble when they was both of them. It was in the ring together, but Jimmy should have eliminated Jay or came out and cost Jay, got Jay eliminated. They would have added more to it, built it up a little bit more, and we would have started off sooner until I feel like a month until now we announcing this match, and we kind of all had that feeling that this was going to happen. It started back at SummerSlam last year, but here we are. We got it. This is what I want. Yeet versus no Yeet at WrestleMania. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. What do you guys think? Let me know.
We as wrestling fans have been fortunate enough to witness great moments and historic matches. But what if those events never occurred? What if we changed the past to reshape the future? Let's explore the possibilities. What if the best there is never left?
And just sticking with Bloodline, it's been Bloodline business. I feel like forever, at least since I started doing this. But it's a tangled web, man. Like, it's Bloodline, right? The WWE storyline has just been centered around the Bloodline, and I say Roman versus Cody Part 2, Cody and the Rock interaction, Seth and Rock Seth and Roman and Rock, Cody and Roman and Rollins, and then it just seems like everything stems from the bloodline. All these other storylines branch off, and they're all tied into the bloodline in some way, shape, and form. You have Drew McIntyre mentioning The Rock, and this instance, and saying how stuff is too focused on bloodline stuff, and so now that's tied in. We still got Jay and Jimmy, but it's already bloodline stuff anyway. You have the dynamic between The Rock and Roman. Is one of those guys going to turn each other? Is Cody? Can Cody trust Seth Rollins? Will Seth Rollins turn on Cody Rhodes? This new theory is Cody Rhodes possibly trying to turn, which is kind of hard to believe because he's such a big face and he's so far over. I can't see them turning him like this. But we have a feeling that someone's going to turn. We just don't know who, and when it's going to happen. We feel like it should happen at WrestleMania. Like it's been real intricate about how everything is going and how everything's going to plan out. And I like that they've been like I said, they've been adding layers to the story, making it unpredictable. You got people saying, well, yeah, it's definitely Cody's time. He lost last year. He can't lose again this year. They want to make him lose 2 years in a row, right? And and then we got people saying that, well, we're tired of Roman. It's time for him to go. But on the other hand, he's close to Hogan's record, and he got a WrestleMania record to beat. So he got to get both of those, right? So why would they even mention Hogan's record and at this stage of Roman's reign, and he not get it? That doesn't make any sense either. So it's just like, and then you got, well, is Seth Rollins going to turn? Is Seth Rollins going to lose at WrestleMania because he's so focused on the bloodline? Would that mean Drew McIntyre? Is Drew McIntyre going to help the bloodline to get his title, and get his title and become champion at WrestleMania? We just don't know. So it's like, it's just a tangled web, man. And it's dope. It's great. It's great to see. Like, I have no real complaints right now until maybe let's see how WrestleMania Night 2 ends, and then we can all see from there and see who's crying and who's not crying, and who's happy and who's angry and who's slamming stuff, and whatever the case may be. But who's crying? It's gonna be the bigger story at the end of Night 2. I hope it's not you. Don't be crying at the end of Night 2. It's not that serious, but it's all in fun. I'm enjoying it. Are you guys enjoying it? What do you guys think is gonna happen at the end of Night 2 of WrestleMania? Let me know. So we can go into the 6-pack ladder match. We had the Creed Brothers versus DIY, which was a great match. I'm not really gonna get too much into the match, even though, like I say, it was real solid. Is that on my list? It is on my list. Actually, we'll get into it because it's part of the match of the week for me. And say, just watching Julius and Brutus Creed go in the ring and do the things they're doing and display these feats of strength that they was doing. A suplex off your knees, standing up while you're in a suplex a guy is crazy. Just the different things. They're very agile, doing moonsaults and all this is crazy. It was a great match. But the one thing I have, maybe I'm just nitpicking, is that I don't like the wrestler gimmick or get up or just the outfits of the Creed brothers. I think they get everything that it needs. They just need to change their look. Like, I just don't like their look right now. And maybe that's just me, because it's like, I feel like it just doesn't fit. I mean, it fits that they're wrestlers and they're amateur wrestlers, and they're probably their background or whatnot. But I just don't like it. I just don't like the look of it. Like, I want something different. Once they change that, I think they're ready to really make a big push on Raw as a tag team going forward. And I hope this is not something to, because I don't see one of those guys standing out over the other guy. It's like they're pretty evenly matched as far as like charisma and everything. So I'd love to see them stay as a tag team. I just need them to change their get up, man, their look or whatnot. Keep the Creed brothers, keep the everything else, but just change your look. And I think it's time for them to really get pushed seriously on Monday Night Raw, or just like I said, just in the tag team division in general. But how do you guys feel about the Creed brothers? How do you guys feel about the match of the week? Like I say, DIY won the match. They're going to WrestleMania in the 6-pack ladder match. But yeah, it was a phenomenal match to me. And even like you look at DIY and they're in their attire and their wrestling attire and whatnot. And to me, it's not necessarily the best, but it's cool. It's cool to me. It's a lot better than the Creed brothers. I guess the Creed brothers stuff is like it's just gray and it's just kind of just dull, and they got their wrestling boots and it's like I don't know, it's boring. But their wrestling style, their in-ring abilities isn't boring, so it just doesn't match to me. I think, like I say, when they change that up, it'd be great. But anyway, what do you guys think about the match of the week? Creed brothers versus DIY. Like I said, DIY won. Do you guys have a match that you guys thought was better than that? Let me know. Sticking with tag teams, I'm gonna jump back in on the other side with the women's. The party's over, it seems like, for Katie and Katana. They were women's tag team champions. Maybe I want to say 2 months ago or something like that. And now you barely really get to see them. And for me, they're one of the more entertaining tag teams just because they have a bunch of different dope tag team maneuvers together. Unlike other tag teams, they might not have as many maneuvers as Kaden and Katana. But it seems like it seems like they don't have a place anymore in the tag team division. And I'm hoping that change, because I don't want the party to be over. It just seems like maybe they need to clean up a little bit of different things. Maybe some of the moves might look a little bit sloppy. And it could just be against the opponents that they were going against. But maybe it's just a bad matchup. But I still like their in-ring ability and what they bring. And even maybe their interest could use a little bit of pizzazz or something. Because like the CO2 cannon shoot guns or whatever the case may be. Out there inside, and I don't think it pops the crowd like it should do, and I think they're missing something else. Make it a vibe when they come out. I know they chat with the music or whatever, but the lights don't change like it should. I feel like it does. It should do, and I think they need to do that and get them over a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want the party to be over for those two ladies, because I thought they was gonna really change the women's tag team division just by whatever they was able to do. And it seems like now we're back to again with having tag team champions that don't really do nothing with the tag team champions, with the Kabuki Warriors, because nothing's been done with the belts to further the significance of the belts, and we need that to change going forward. But what do you guys think? You guys like Kaden and Katana? Do you think the party's over? Is it? Let me know. You know what? I'm gonna start a new segment. This week is going to call. So now I got my match of the week. I got my super kicks of the week, what I'm going to do later on. But now I'm also going to start fantasy booking. And this is my fantasy booking matchup that I would like to see. I actually told one of my guys at work, Charles, about this. Priestess plan, right? So fantasy. I didn't read anything about nothing. I didn't hear anything. I'm just throwing something out there and seeing how it plays out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But we got Damian Priest, senior Money in the Bank, hasn't cashed in yet. I don't know the deadline. I gotta ask somebody. Someone tell me the deadline for cashing the Money in the Bank. I thought it was a year from when you got it, or something like that, or maybe it's WrestleMania or whatever. But I just don't remember anymore. But he has the Money in the Bank contract. At one time, it seems like he was teasing on cashing it in, mainly for the World Heavyweight Championship. He never really teased it too much with the WWE Undisputed Championship for some reason, which is kind of weird because he should have been doing both, you know. And then all of a sudden, he kind of just fell off the map. And there was no really him teasing it. And you would get a mention that he was senior Money in the Bank, but that was about it. And it seems like there was no momentum behind him to push him anywhere, and he's kind of just in wrestling limbo currently at the moment. So we got WrestleMania, right? And it seems like I don't want Roman to lose because I think I want him to get the record because he's so close to the record. But also, Cody can't lose 2 WrestleManias in a row, right? That's crazy. That would that really hurt him? I'm not sure. I don't think it would, but maybe some people do think it would hurt his image and his character going forward. And maybe they think people might fall off the Cody Rhodes bandwagon. I don't think so because he's lovable, man, and he does so many great things. So how can you really fall off the bandwagon or whatever the case may be? But and the other thing is, do people want to see another Roman versus Cody? You know, I'm really big on trying to have new matches at WrestleManias, right? And for so long, we seen that we had Brock versus Roman. I feel we might have had that like 5 or 6 times, you know, and not just at WrestleMania, but just in general, you know, and that's tired. You know, who gets tired? I get tired of seeing that. And even like the Cody versus Seth matchup, you had that 3 times in a row. You had it 3 times in a row counter, and Cody won all of them, and it was no switch. There was no like rubber match and nothing like that, and it was just like Cody, and like so that's kind of like whack to me, you know. And so now we got Roman versus Cody again, night 2 of WrestleMania. If Seth and Cody win night 1, then there's no bloodline, right? And you would think that would kind of be the case going forward for night 2. But you still want to see Cody overcome the odds, right? Because, you know, that's part of the story. And it would be an even bigger moment, right? At night 2 if Cody Rhodes won, overcoming the bloodline rules and still winning WrestleMania. But let's just say night one doesn't matter. They win, they lose, bloodline rules, no bloodline rules. Because either way, you feel like Cody Rhodes is gonna have to overcome the bloodline in some capacity or some obstacles going into night 2, trying to come out and winning the WWE Undisputed Championship, right? So now what if, because we already have that established relationship between the bloodline and Judgment Day, that Damian Priest comes out and he cashes in, but not necessarily in attempts to just win the WWE Undisputed Championship, but just to stop Cody Rhodes, you know, because that dynamic is already there. It's been there, even though it hasn't been established with Roman Reigns in the picture. It's been established with Paul Heyman through giving the word from Roman Reigns to form this type of alliance in the past. So Damian Priest comes out, costs Cody Rhodes the match in some way, whether it should be crazy, and I know people will probably set the arena on fire. Please don't set the arena on fire. I'm going to be in there, so don't set it on fire while I'm there. Don't set it on fire in general. That's not cool. But if Damian Priest came out just to cash in and cost Cody Rhodes the match and still catches a pin or something from like that from Roman Reigns, and Roman retains the championship, this will put way more heat on Damian Priest and allow for another Judgment Day Cody Rhodes matchup, which Cody Rhodes already did all that already. But I know it goes back into what I'm saying, how I don't want to see the same matchups again. But I think that saves both Roman and Cody. Cody doesn't necessarily lose WrestleMania. I don't know if Damian Priest gets pinned, it's Damian Priest interfere and cost, you know, his interference allow Roman Reigns to still win the WWE Undisputed Championship and retain. So now Cody Rhodes is still battling to try to finish his story. His story isn't necessarily hurt. It's just that the outside forces played a part. And I just don't see what Damian Priest can cash in. At first, I thought maybe for win the Mid-Con titles in the Continental Championship or the U.S. title, but what's the point, really? You know, like I think they want to push Gunther even more as in the Continental Champion, and so that's going to continue on. And I don't see them really pushing him to be in the main level. You know, A card. You know, top event. You know, for the world championship. So I think this is the best way to do that, and you put more heat on him. If you're gonna keep him as a heel, you give him more heat. More fans hate him. Hopefully you can push that on, and you have more heels on Raw, significant and heels or whatnot, incredible heels on Raw, and we're going forward because I think they're gonna drop the tag team championships at WrestleMania. So he needs something to do, and he needs that some more attention or whatnot going forward. So Damian Priest cashes in night 2, and he costs Cody Rhodes his story, and I think that's probably the best outcome. And now that I thought about it, and this is before I even started seeing the little excerpt of Priest mentioning about how he never had a matchup with Roman Reigns or whatnot, and now everyone's talking more so about Damian Priest and the Money in the Bank contract. What's he gonna do with it? So I think that is a possibility, and that's part of my fantasy booking. What are some fantasy booking ideas that you guys have? Definitely going into WrestleMania. What is on the table? What is something that you guys would like to see going into WrestleMania this year, or even coming out of WrestleMania? I think Damian Priest cashing in WrestleMania, and I think, and even if it's still Bloodline rules, Cody Rhodes is gonna overcome all that, and then you still got Damian Priest to come out and cash in, and still cause Cody Rhodes the opportunity to win the WWE Undisputed Championship. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know. But that's my fantasy booking thing going forward. Comment below, guys. What do you guys think? All right, so now I'm gonna get into the superstar who had the super kicks of the week. It was kind of tossed up between Roman and this other superstar, but once again I couldn't find what Roman had. It looked like there was some 4s. It was like some 4s, 5s, or something like that, but it might have been some 4s. But I just couldn't find what they were, and I just want to just put a picture up there without stating the name of them. So, even though these are a crazy looking shoe, I'm going with Liv Morgan. Saw some pictures on her Instagram with the Mischiefs 2x4s. It look like some crazy Timberland boots. Like she might be doing some construction. She might build you a house. It's gonna look hot, but everything's gonna look crazy in there. All the doors gonna open up vertically instead of like that. You're gonna have a whole bunch of sideways stairs in your house if you see someone wearing these boots, because they're just crazy. But what do you guys think about the Mischiefs 2x4s? I do have a pair of some Mischiefs, but they are the big red boots. Thought they was cool, so I have some of those. I put that picture right there. I wore those before. They are, for me, they was kind of uncomfortable because they was like scratching my shins. Again, it's just awkward, man. They big red boots, man. I don't know how those 2x4s feel. I'm not gonna get those 2x4s, but if you have the 2x4 Mischief shoes, let me know. Rate them, man. Are they comfortable? Do you enjoy them? How are you rocking these Mischief 2x4s? What's the fit with them? Let me know. Comment below. Sometimes I don't get to watch Monday Night Raw the night of. I try to watch it in pieces or whatever, because a lot of times I like to just catch it later, just because sometimes that's just how my life works and the time is. But I like to catch it later just because I can forward through the commercials or whatnot. So I'm not a prisoner to the commercials. I can forward through everything. So I like to do it that way. So I was staying off of social media for the most part, trying to avoid spoilers or anything people were posting about stuff. But everything I would catch a little bit was saying how Cody Rhodes was cooking for his promo. And it's like, all right. So now I'm anxious and I'm really eager to see what all he was saying. And for the most part, in his promo, I know we're going to this thing. Are we still in the PG era? Are we out of the PG era? Whatnot? Are we leaning more to the attitude era where people are saying a little bit more edgier stuff in promos and just on TV? And if we get that, that's cool. But to me, cussing don't make your promos like you're cooking. Like, just because The Rock is cussing in promos don't mean that they're great. for me, when he was cussing it added, it made it feel realer, through his promos, but it didn't necessarily make it better to me. So I'm hearing Cody Rhodes, he's swearing a lot, he's cussing a lot, but that doesn't necessarily define cussing, cooking to me. Cooking to me in promos is what you actually saying, what you actually dropping the substance into it, Just because you adding little sentence enhancers don't necessarily mean that you cooking. Now Cody Rhodes dropping some stuff backstage, stuff that we might shouldn't be privy to, like Rock begging for certain people to be back when he comes back to help him, write promos or storylines or creative and the board and all this different stuff, and that's cool to me, and that kind of breaks like a fourth wall in a sense to make it seem like it's bigger than the square circle. That there's, like I say, there's more layers to it, and it's not, we know it's scripted or whatever, but is it scripted beyond that? Is you getting orders from not WWE but TKO to say, hey, we want to steer this way, and you are the vehicle to steer that. And if Cody Rhodes is dropping that type of information, then that's cool, and then that's cooking. And he did a little bit of that, but I'm just gonna say, like, I think the term cooking has been overused, and some of y'all burn stuff, man, and it's like some stuff has been overcooked, and so it's like I ain't rushing to drop that term on everything that comes out anymore. Some stuff is just cool, some stuff is cooking, some stuff is hot, some stuff is lukewarm, some stuff is whatever, But Cody Rhodes, it was decent. I felt like Jimmy Uso promo was better than Cody Rhodes, honestly, because they haven't pushed anything new. And what we're seeing between Cody Rhodes and The Rock and all this stuff, so this is kind of doubling down on previous statements to me. But let's say it wasn't a bad promo. It was still solid. I ain't going to fault Cody Rhodes that. I think it's more so like I saw some stuff on the internet and it kind of persuaded me to think that things going to be different. I was anticipating and expecting more out of the promo or whatever going forward. But what do you guys think about Cody Rhodes' promo? Let me know. So, real quick, how do you guys feel about the possibility of Brock Lesnar coming back to wrestle for WWE? I know there's been some crazy stuff, wild stuff being said. He was involved in some stuff or whatever. I ain't gonna get into that. Y'all can Google that yourself. But the only thing that I feel like there might be a possibility, because Sami Zayn and Chad Gable were talking, and Chad was telling Sami Zayn that you can't beat Gunther, and because Gunther is a different type of beast. And I'm putting emphasis on the word beast. And for, I want to say, the last like 20 years, we only really known of one beast. It's the beast Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. So I feel like they might be hinting at something. It might not be at Mania. Maybe it might be the night after Mania or something like that. But I feel like it might be time, and we might be seeing Brock Lesnar back in WWE and against Gunther. Maybe at Bash at Berlin. That might be the match. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. But if you guys want to see Brock Lesnar back in the WWE, let me know. So Monday Night Raw ended with a last woman standing match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. It was a decent match. I think sometimes it's hard to really, cause they're so different. Just in appearance and shape and ability or whatnot. So sometimes it's hard to really, I feel, for me to watch that and really be and get lost into the match, So like our last woman standing match is a perfect match for Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax, because now Becky can use weapons and help make that playing field equal in a sense. There was some spots in there that were pretty good, and there was some spots in there where it looked kind of weak. Even like the chair shots. Of course, I don't want them seeing people taking chair shots to the head, but I want to see a little more aggressiveness when you're swinging that chair. Nia Jax, when you're hitting Becky with the chair. You ain't swinging from the fences. I don't want that, but it gotta be a little more believable for me. I feel like, a lot of that goes to just like to the angles that you see on TV. You know, sometimes the angles hurt the match a lot of times when you're watching or whatnot. But all in all, it was a solid match. The ending was cool. Um, no, the manhandle slam off the apron, that was decent, and then the leg drop was also cool off the ladder onto the announcer table. But watching Nia get to the announcer table, that was whack to me. I didn't like that part. I wish that could have somehow that could have got should have been cleaned up a little bit more. But all in all, in the heat of the battle in the match or whatever, it did a trick and it was cool. Um, it seems like Becky Lynch going through all these different obstacles, and it seems like it's trying to get the crowd on her side for WrestleMania. But we know WrestleMania is Mommy Mania, and we know Mommy is always on top. Like Becky Lynch ended the match, she won the match. Rhea came out, and you heard the energy from the fans erupt for Rhea coming out to have face to face with Becky Lynch, and it feel like you can even hear the fans chanting for Rhea. You know, so Mommy Mania, it isn't the man this year. I don't see how. Excuse me. Becky Lynch is going to win this match. Like, I think Rhea's going to win. I think it should be Rhea winning at WrestleMania and Mommy Mania. But what do you guys think? Is Becky Lynch going to stop Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, or will Mommy be on top at Mommy Mania? Let me know. Comment below. All right, so I really don't have much from Smackdown. It seems they say we had some more qualifying matches for the six-pack ladder match. The Street Profits made it into the next level. Grayson Waller, Austin 3 made it onto the next level. So we got those two teams that are gonna fight next at SmackDown to see who goes to WrestleMania. I'm hoping the Street Profits make it to WrestleMania. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins last year did a phenomenal job. I feel like they won last year. I think they won last year in that kickoff show. So I need them to make it to Mania this year. Honestly, if the tag team title split, I don't know what tag team on SmackDown should get the titles. Because I feel like none of the tag teams have enough momentum, in my opinion, to have the titles on SmackDown. But on the Raw side, man, you got the New Day, you got DIY, and now you got Awesome Truth. No, you don't. You still got. I think you still got. I forgot. I gotta see what it is. But no, I think they are in it. Yeah, they are in it. New Day's in it, and DIY is in it, and you got Damian Priest and Finn Balor are in it, and then you got the other two teams, the other guys over here. So I still think Awesome Truth should win the tag team championships. I just wish I wish it was done in a different way, more of a story. I feel like they didn't include too many tag teams, and it's taken away from what the story. I think the story should have been was Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day going forward. But it is what it is. But SmackDown kicked off with Bayley versus not Bayley versus Io. Oh, that's my idea. It was Damage Control that really started the show, and it was Io versus Naomi, with Io winning. But I feel like I've seen some clips of Io, not in WWE, just from other promotions or whatnot, and I feel like this has the possibility. It's hard to say, but it's gonna sound crazy, but they could possibly possibly be the best match of WrestleMania. If what I saw in these old clips of Io Sky, if Bayley and her are able to do that stuff and take it into another level, I think they can steal WrestleMania and be the match of both nights in a sense, you know. Story wise, yeah, we know we're gonna get the Bloodline story. It's gonna probably be the best story come out of WrestleMania, but I think the best match of WrestleMania could possibly, I'm just based off what I saw before, could be Bayley versus Io Sky. And it'd be one. Actually, it'd be great to see that, just because Bailey and EO and their storyline hasn't got any real attention to it, no real push behind it. So if they stole and had the match of the night, that'd be great. I would hope that that's the case, and I wouldn't feel bad about that. I wouldn't be mad about that, nothing like that. I think it'd be, if anyone is able just to have the match tonight, and all the matches are still great, like if everyone gives like A minus or whatever performance, and they just give out an A plus, that's amazing. So you can't even complain about that. Um, but yeah, that's one of my things. I think it's possible that they could have the match of the night, either night one or night two, or both nights, possibly. What do you guys think about Bailey and Io Sky, just stealing WrestleMania and owning it for themselves? Let me know. So we had a face to face. In it, Smackdown, that way we had Roman face to face with Cody Rhodes, and I'm going to say the promo was all right. The face to face was all right, but the face to face, it didn't match up to the face to face of last year for me. Where I feel like Roman Reigns kind of completely just dominated Cody Rhodes, just by with the points he was making or whatever. He put both belts down and asked him, yo, have you even competed for one of these? This that, like, that was cool, and that was crazy. Those points and how the delivery and everything. Have you even main evented WrestleMania? Have you even won this before? So this last promo didn't have any of that for me, and with the fact that it feels like it's been more Cody versus The Rock, and Roman's kind of been left behind or pushed aside, I think that also hurt the promo to me as well. It's like, we know that this is the match, but this match ain't really getting that attention for some reason, and I wonder why. It's a bigger play at hand, just WWE bigger play. So it didn't really hit for me, and you got the same thing where everyone is trying to create this tension and mistrust amongst each other. Can Roman trust The Rock? Can Cody trust Seth? And so now they're trying to create that and add that into the storyline, which is, like I said, adding layers to it, which is cool. But I don't know, like I said, it just ain't hitting the same. Like, that's what we keep saying. We just keep doubling down back on the same thing over and over again. The show started to end, and Roman called out the bloodline when he said he can be there by himself, and Solo and Jimmy popped up, and then you got Jay and Seth Rollins coming to the aid of Cody Rhodes, and then we got this. Now we got 3-on-3, and Roman, the bloodline, kind of just backs down, and it kind of just dies off that way or whatnot. And I know a lot of people were, I don't know, it's kind of in the dub, man. Like, it's like the last couple episodes of Monday Night Raw, at least the episode where you had to slap and it's ended because they ran out of time. And then last night other night was just kind of like, because it wasn't more to it. So maybe we might get some confrontation or maybe some altercation in the next couple of weeks. Like I said, we only got like 14 weeks, less than 14 weeks. So it's only a couple more shows going forward. So maybe we might see something to get get us a little hyper for WrestleMania if you're not already hyped already. But yeah, man, I don't know. I say it was an okay show. I know a lot of people are going crazy about the fan that made some comments about Roman on the sideline. And it was like, well, she didn't say anything that was too crazy. You can Google it. I might find it. And people been posting. I posted it here. Whatever. But I mean, there's nothing outrageous. I feel like I've been in shows that people said wilder stuff than that. And I mean, it was like she hit him and anything like that. So it is what it is. People paid their money, and you being a fan, and in I would say proper manner in a sense, So live it up, have fun as a fan. But let me get into stuff from the Superkick store. Let me do that real quick. So, like I was telling you guys, I got some merch at the Superkick store. Finally came in. So I'm gonna show you my hoodie. definitely be rocking these at WrestleMania and some other stuff that I bought. So here's my first hoodie. Drum roll. Brr. I can do sound effects with drum roll. So first hoodie. Superkick Podcast hoodie. On the back, it's my QR code. For those that want to help promote me and display me and get people to follow me, this is available now in the Superkick store. Check it out when you guys can. But I also have, which I didn't order one, but I got a t-shirt coming. It won't have the QR code in the back. Instead, it will have this guy kicking this other guy in the face on the back of the hoodie instead of the QR code. But got this one. Come in white. Come in a couple different colors. But this is, I think, by far my favorite because I'm a big fan of the color red. So I got this Superkick hoodie, $40.99 on the Superkick store. This one also has the QR code on the back as well. But this is the same hoodie as the white one. Just comes in red. But I say my favorite color. So we got those two. Eventually I might have some hats or whatever, but Superkick store. Well, I got more room this way. Superkick store. Available right now. $40.99 for the hoodies. I got shirts on there. I got socks on there. Check it out, man. Appreciate you guys as always for tuning in with me. Commenting, sharing, liking, adding to your stories or whatever the case may be. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I'll be at WrestleMania. I'll be at World of WrestleMania. You can't miss me because I'm gonna have some Superkick apparel on, so you're gonna see me. Also, I'm be at Monday Night Raw, which since this is gonna be debuting Monday, I'll be at Monday Night Raw tonight. So might be seeing me. No, you should be seeing me. If you're there Monday Night Raw and you watch the pod, come say what's up to me. Trying to determine which color should I wear. Should I wear the red? Should I wear the white? Let me know. Comment below. Always. Until next time. Hopefully, I should have some new art coming soon. Like I said, there's my Kobe Bryant picture in the back that my guy Steve drew for me. But hoping to switch that up pretty soon. Until next time. Adios. Peace. We less than like 14 days to WrestleMania, man. Get hype. Get hype.